As Chloe immersed herself in her studies, she gradually reclaimed her identity as a top student. Her teachers began to notice the change, praising her for her renewed dedication. Each positive comment reinforced her resolve to move forward, and slowly, she felt her confidence rebuilding. She saw glimpses of the ambitious girl she used to be, no longer shackled by distractions. With each completed assignment and every passing exam, she felt closer to her dreams than she had in months. Though she was making strides academically, Chloe occasionally felt pangs of sadness when she thought of Liam. Memories of their time together lingered, and she often found herself missing his laughter and the comfort he provided. Yet, she reminded herself of the sacrifices she'd made and the goals she now held dear. The pain of loss was real, but Chloe understood that growth sometimes required difficult choices, and her future mattered too much to turn back. To fill the void left by her breakup, Chloe reconnected with her friends, who welcomed her back with open arms. They spent more time together, supporting her as she navigated the challenges of her renewed academic life. With their encouragement, Chloe realized just how much she had missed these genuine connections. She cherished their company, finding solace in the laughter and camaraderie they offered. Chloe felt lucky to have friends who cared for her beyond her mistakes. At home, her parents noticed the shift in her attitude as well. They expressed pride in her dedication, reminding her of the bright future she still had. Her family's encouragement was a source of strength, and she leaned on their support as she worked to rebuild her dreams. Chloe's priorities became clearer with each day, and the weight of regret gradually lessened. The future was still uncertain, but for the first time in months, she felt hopeful again. Chloe poured her energy into a big project that counted significantly toward her final grade. She worked tirelessly, determined to redeem herself. Late nights and long hours in the library became her new routine, and she was proud of her progress. Her friends often joined her, forming study groups and cheering her on during stressful times. Chloe realized that, while the journey was difficult, she wasn't alone, and that made all the difference. The project deadline approached, and Chloe submitted her work with a renewed sense of accomplishment. She knew it wasn't perfect, but it represented her efforts to rebuild what she had lost. She felt a wave of satisfaction wash over her, one that reminded her of why she had chosen to prioritize her dreams. Chloe was learning to take pride in her academic journey once more, and it reignited a passion she thought she had lost forever. As the term progressed, Chloe's academic standing steadily improved. Her teachers were impressed by her turnaround and often acknowledged her efforts in class. The recognition reminded her of the potential she had always had, and Chloe felt a sense of pride that she hadn't experienced in a long time. Her hard work was finally paying off, and the validation strengthened her commitment to staying on course. Yet, despite her achievements, Chloe occasionally felt the familiar pang of missing Liam. Seeing him in the hallways brought back memories that tugged at her heart, and part of her wondered if she had made the right choice. But each time, she reminded herself of the sacrifices she'd made to get back on track. She knew that she was growing and learning, and part of that process meant accepting that some things were better left in the past. One day, while studying in the library, Chloe noticed Liam passing by. He gave her a gentle smile, and she smiled back, feeling a bittersweet warmth. They hadn't spoken since the breakup, but this silent acknowledgement felt like closure. Chloe realized that while their time together had been meaningful, it had also taught her about her own resilience. The love they had shared was genuine, but so was her desire for self-improvement. As she watched him walk away, Chloe felt a strange sense of peace. She could look back on their relationship fondly, without feeling tied to it. She had no regrets about the lessons she had learned or the growth she had experienced. For the first time, she was able to let go of the lingering sadness and embrace the future with open arms. She had made her choices, and now, she was ready to move forward. With her focus fully back on academics, Chloe joined an extracurricular club focused on environmental issues, a topic she had always been passionate about. Her enthusiasm returned as she immersed herself in meaningful projects, planning events, and advocating for causes she believed in. The club gave her a new sense of purpose, and she found joy in contributing to something larger than herself. Her efforts reminded her that she could still make a difference, and it motivated her even more. Through her club activities, Chloe made new friends who shared her interests and ambitions. She felt inspired by their passion and was grateful for the positive influence they had on her life. Surrounded by like-minded individuals, Chloe's confidence flourished, and she began to imagine new possibilities for her future. Her experience taught her that true fulfillment came from following her own path, a path she was now eager to explore. During a class presentation, Chloe's teacher commended her on her newfound commitment and hard work. The acknowledgement left her feeling accomplished, and she couldn't help but smile. It was a turning point, a moment that affirmed how far she had come. Her classmates, who had once been skeptical of her transformation, now looked at her with admiration and respect. Chloe felt proud of the person she was becoming, realizing that her efforts were finally paying off. The praise motivated her to keep pushing forward, and she began setting new goals for herself. Chloe realized that she wanted more from her life than just good grades. She wanted to make a real impact. The experience of her first love had shaped her, but it no longer defined her. She was on a new journey, one that prioritized her own happiness and fulfillment. She was stronger and wiser, ready to face the future with confidence. In an unexpected turn of events, Chloe was invited to represent her school at an academic conference. The invitation was a testament to her hard work, and she was thrilled by the opportunity. Attending the conference was a dream she had once put aside, but now, it was within her reach. The experience validated her dedication, and Chloe felt a renewed excitement for her academic journey. The conference allowed her to network with other students and professionals who shared her interests. Engaging in thought-provoking discussions, Chloe realized that she had finally found her place. The passion she felt for learning and growing had been reignited, and she knew that she was on the right path. The conference was more than just an academic event, it was a symbol of her resilience and a reminder of the potential that had once seemed out of reach. Returning from the conference, Chloe was filled with ideas and inspiration. She eagerly shared her experiences with her friends and teachers, who encouraged her to keep pursuing her newfound interests. She began volunteering for school projects, determined to make a difference within her community. Her journey had led her to rediscover her values, and Chloe realized that she had a responsibility to use her talents for good. Her teachers took note of her transformation, offering her opportunities to participate in leadership roles and lead projects. Chloe accepted each new challenge, no longer fearful of failure. She understood that mistakes were a part of growth, and she was no longer defined by the choices of her past. She was a young woman with dreams, strength, and resilience, ready to take on the world with newfound wisdom and a renewed sense of purpose. As graduation approached, Chloe felt a mix of excitement and nervousness. Reflecting on her journey, she saw how far she had come from the girl who had let love cloud her vision. Now, with her sights set on her future, Chloe felt grateful for every lesson, every hardship, and every choice she had made. She no longer viewed her time with Liam as a mistake but as an experience that helped her grow. She was stronger, wiser, and finally ready to embrace the next phase of her life. Her friends celebrated her accomplishments, proud of the person she had become. Chloe's family, too, expressed their admiration, recognizing the determination she had shown in overcoming her struggles. Their support reminded her that she wasn't alone in her journey. She had a network of people who believed in her, and Chloe realized that the love she had truly needed was from herself and those who had always been there for her. Her heart was full, and she looked to the future with hope. With her sights set on university, Chloe began preparing for the entrance exams and application process. She focused intently on achieving the scores she needed, determined to reach her goals. Each study session reminded her of her dedication and the dreams she had nearly lost sight of. This time, Chloe wasn't studying out of fear of failure but out of excitement for the possibilities ahead. She knew she was ready for whatever challenges came her way. As she worked through the process, she felt nervous yet exhilarated. The prospect of attending university represented more than just academic advancement. It symbolized her resilience and her journey towards self-discovery. Chloe looked forward to the new experiences, people, and knowledge she would encounter. She had rediscovered her purpose, and the thought of pursuing her dreams filled her with a joy that no relationship could replace. Her heart was open, and her mind was ready. On the day of her final exams, Chloe felt a surge of confidence as she walked into the exam hall. She had put in the work, and she knew she was capable of achieving her best. Sitting down, she took a deep breath, reminded of how much she had sacrificed to be here. The exam questions felt challenging, but Chloe's preparation paid off. She answered each question with a calm determination, trusting herself in a way she hadn't in a long time. When she finished the exam, a sense of relief washed over her. She had given it her all, and that was enough. The experience left her feeling proud, a testament to her journey of growth and self-discovery. Walking out of the hall, Chloe felt lighter, free from the burdens of the past. She knew that whatever the results, she had already won a far greater victory. She had reclaimed herself, her dreams, and her future. While awaiting her results, Chloe busied herself with volunteer work and extracurricular projects. She felt fulfilled, channeling her energy into causes that mattered to her. Her involvement introduced her to new friends and mentors who valued her passion and drive. Chloe saw her past as an essential part of her story, a story that had shaped her into a person with strength and purpose. The work she did now felt meaningful, and she was grateful for every step that led her here. One day, during a volunteer event, Chloe met a mentor who encouraged her to keep pushing forward and to remain open to opportunities. Their words resonated with her, reinforcing the importance of perseverance. She realized that setbacks were just part of life's journey, lessons that taught her resilience. Chloe felt empowered, ready to face her future with clarity and confidence. Her past was no longer a weight but a foundation upon which she could build her dreams. The day her results arrived, Chloe opened the envelope with a mixture of excitement
and nerves. Her hands trembled slightly as she scanned her scores, a smile spreading across her face as she saw the results she had hoped for. All her hard work had paid off, and she had earned the marks she needed to apply to her top-choice university. Tears of joy filled her eyes as she realized that she had achieved what she once thought was lost. Her parents and friends celebrated her success, and Chloe felt their pride and happiness wash over her like a warm embrace. The sense of accomplishment was overwhelming, and she knew that this moment would stay with her forever. She had taken control of her future, proving to herself that she could overcome any challenge. With her results in hand, Chloe was more determined than ever to pursue her dreams and make a difference in the world. As her university acceptance letters began arriving, Chloe felt the thrill of possibility. Each letter symbolized the new paths she could take and the life she could create for herself. After careful consideration, she chose a university that aligned with her goals and passions. Chloe felt a sense of closure and accomplishment, knowing that she was taking the next step toward her dreams. The anticipation of university life filled her with a newfound excitement. Packing her belongings, Chloe reflected on her journey and the person she had become. She felt a sense of gratitude for all the experiences that had shaped her, from her first love to her academic struggles. Each challenge had taught her something valuable, and she was ready to apply those lessons to her new life. She knew that the future held challenges, but she was prepared to face them with courage and determination. The day she moved into her university dorm, Chloe felt a mix of nostalgia and excitement. As she looked around her new room, she realized that she was standing at the threshold of a new chapter in her life. Gone were the days of high school heartbreaks and regrets. This was her chance to start fresh, to build a future based on her own dreams and choices. Chloe felt a sense of freedom that she had never known before. Her parents helped her settle in, and as they hugged her goodbye, Chloe promised herself to make the most of this opportunity. She felt proud of her journey, knowing that she had earned this moment through perseverance and resilience. Her heart was full of hope, and she was ready to face the challenges ahead. This new beginning felt like a reward for all her hard work, and Chloe knew she wouldn't take a single moment for granted. As university life unfolded, Chloe immersed herself in her studies and made friends who shared her interests and values. She joined study groups and clubs, eager to connect with people who encouraged her growth. With each passing day, she felt more grounded, surrounded by friends and mentors who supported her goals. For the first time, Chloe felt truly at peace with herself, knowing she was exactly where she needed to be. Her first love was now a memory, a cherished yet distant part of her story. Chloe was no longer defined by that relationship or the mistakes she had made. She had learned that true fulfillment came from within, from pursuing her own dreams and staying true to her values. Chloe's heart was open to new experiences, and she knew that whatever challenges came her way, she would face them with resilience and grace. One evening, while studying in the library, Chloe reflected on her high school years and the lessons she had learned. She realized that her journey had taught her the importance of balance, independence, and self-respect. She had been through heartbreak, but it had only strengthened her. Chloe felt proud of how she had overcome her past and stayed committed to her goals. She knew she would carry these lessons with her throughout her life. Chloe's reflection deepened her appreciation for the person she had become. Her past was no longer a source of regret but a story of growth and transformation. She understood that her struggles had been necessary steps toward self-discovery. With each new challenge, Chloe became more certain of her purpose. She knew her life was only beginning, and her heart was filled with hope and gratitude for the journey that lay ahead. As Chloe prepared for her final exams of her first semester, she felt a renewed determination to excel. She had come full circle, reclaiming her ambition and dedication. Each study session reminded her of her resilience, of how she had once nearly lost herself but found her way back. Chloe knew that whatever challenges the future held, she was ready to face them with courage. Her journey was just beginning, and she was excited for what lay ahead. On the day of her last exam, Chloe walked into the hall with confidence. She had grown, learned, and rebuilt herself, and she was ready to embrace the next chapter of her life. Her heart was no longer weighed down by the past, instead, it was filled with hope for the future. She knew that life wouldn't always be easy, but she was prepared to face it with grace, resilience, and an unshakable belief in herself. As she walked out of her final exam, Chloe took a deep breath, feeling a profound sense of closure and accomplishment. Her journey had been one of self-discovery, filled with love, loss, and growth. She was no longer the girl who had once let her first love define her. She was now a young woman with dreams, ambition, and the strength to face any obstacle. Chloe looked out at the world before her, ready to embrace her future with open arms. With her head held high, Chloe stepped forward, leaving behind the remnants of her past and stepping into the promise of her future. Her heart was filled with gratitude for every experience that had shaped her, every challenge that had strengthened her. Chloe knew that life was an ongoing journey, and she was ready to face it with courage, wisdom, and an open heart. She was finally free, and her story was only beginning.